actually no quarterback had even came off the board yet in the second round. So I took Jalen and Devonta Smith to get a stack.
Oh, boys. Okay, we're live. So yeah, I got it to work. Yep, we're live right now. All right.
Where are we?
We're on YouTube right now. I'll send. Yeah, I'm gonna send the link in Discord. But I'm gonna. Do you guys want me to just share my screen so that way you guys can just look at the rosters with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I should probably move my Twitter account off of there. I know.
Damn, so we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live right now. I don't know. How do you make this work?
Are we keeping this live, or are we chopping stuff out?
Oh nah, dude, we're going live right now.
So what's going right now is in the cast.
Yep, what's going right now, it's in it, boy. I mean, like, why not, dude? It's like we're getting it, you know? Like people are gonna know when it's the first time, you know. This stuff happens. There's mistakes.
Should we introduce ourselves, or are we like?
Yeah, nah. We can introduce ourselves. So I am the host right now. Some of you know me as Trevor, but I am the token white man in the group. I'm going to be the guy with the worst predictions for the whole season. So if there's anyone to hate in the group, it is definitely going to be me and my offlandish predictions. What?
Talk your shit.
Hell yeah, I'm going to talk my shit. We're going to talk our shit. And this is going to be an all-out boys kind of podcast where we bring you guys absolutely ridiculous hot takes, some good hot takes, and we're just going to make some off-the-wall predictions. Boys, introduce yourself.
My name is Crazy Ass Predictions 243. First hot take: Saints are going to win the Super Bowl in your heart because they damn sure ain't winning it on the field. Not under Dennis Allen's bum ass.
Damn.
That's
damn,
tough.
we start off with a heater at Dennis Allen.
Should we all say what team we support, right? So,
well, I think we know who it is.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, Crazy Ass Predictions or Tyler, this motherfucker is a Saints fan. I myself rep the Colts. I might also rep Green Bay, and I might also rep the Steelers. We don't know. I bounce around with players, baby. That's what. I said, I'm gonna be the man to hate.
In future episodes, we're gonna have to get into the stories on your team and why it is what's going on there.
So, as a lifelong Saints fan, I may just be a Sean Payton fan. I may just say because they've been throwing it away. They've been throwing it all away. Sean Payton started to throw it all away, then he got the hell up out of there. Dennis Allen definitely ain't doing nothing to make it better. And if Sean Payton turns the Broncos around, I might just have to be a Sean Payton fan.
The goddamn loyalty, man.
I know.
Goddamn loyalty. Well, can I introduce myself?
Go for it, man. Go for it.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else got their shine. Let me get my shine. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy. You know what I mean? It's your guy. The one and only. There's probably actually a couple Eli's in the world, but yeah, it's your boy Eli. You know, Elijah. You know, whatever you want to call me in the streets. You know what I'm saying? AKA Brock Purdy MVP this season. You know what I'm saying? But
I thought you were a Trey Lance fan, though.
Huh?
I thought you were a big Trey Lance guy.
Hey, listen, I said I'd root for him wherever he went. It just so happened he went to that one team with the star on the helmet.
He went to your former team?
Huh?
He went to your former team.
We'll get into that later on. You know what I mean?
Oh dear God!
Start by bringing up X's in here, bro.
Hell yeah! That's where we gotta start. But this is a boys group. We do have a few other people that might attend. Hopefully not, because they're both absolutely annoying. But gotta have other people on the show, right? That's what it's all about. So we did kind of already start with me and Elijah, but we realized this would be a great time to start our Throwback Club podcast. So we're going to go back through it. And we're starting with the AFC East. We're going to go through Buffalo. We're just going to go down. We're going to talk about roster moves, maybe some rumors me and Elijah talked about before we got on air, and talk about where we think people are going to finish, maybe even some record predictions. So we start with Buffalo. and we kind of talked about it, me and you, Elijah. Nothing has really changed on this team, right? Except for the fact that there might be an unhappy first wide receiver and quarterback problem going on right now.
It's not new.
No, not at all. Now I don't know. I don't know if it's legit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I don't know. Because I swear Diggs came out and was just like, he like made a tweet or whatever and was just like, pretty much, yeah, fuck, yo, this is cap.
You're talking about the biggest diva at the wide receiver.
Wow.
We're really saying now. Are we saying current active biggest diva? Because there's definitely, I think, an elephant in the room.
Current. I'll definitely go 100% current on this. He is definitely the biggest current diva in the NFL.
Now,
and
now,
he is
not
going
to
be unhappy with whoever his quarterback is on whatever team he is. If at any point in the game, if the game is on the line and he doesn't get the ball, he's going to be unhappy. Point blank. Period. Just how it is.
Now, not to bring up old times, but is this Dig hatred due to the Minneapolis Miracle?
Not really, because I still don't even think he's a great wide receiver. I just don't think he's as great as everybody believes he is.
You don't think he would? Do you think he is? Where would you rate him?
I rate him probably
Top 5?
No.
Damn.
I'd say I'd make it a case for top 10, but he's definitely not top 5.
Are you saying now? You said make a case. Are you saying because he's on the 10th spot, there's a possibility that you just couldn't think of another person, so you just threw him in at 10?
I mean, he's definitely not top 5.
No.
I don't know if I'd keep him out of 10.
Who's your top 5? I'm curious.
Hit me. Who is the top 5?
No particular order. I'd say Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill. I'm hesitant to say Devontae Adams.
How can you be hesitant?
Because he's starting to get old, so he's right on that edge of a decline.
Bro had another 1,000-yard season last year.
He's right on that edge where he's about to start going down.
You can't decline skill like that.
You can decline in age.
Oh, actually, you would incline in age.
That would decline, your physical abilities.
All right, fair. All right, so then that was 4. And maybe only 3, depending on if you include Devontae Adams or not.
Currently, I'm gonna keep Devontae up there until he shows that he's gonna fall off. I'm just saying he's right in that age where he's about to.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5, I'd probably put a healthy Cooper Kupp over Stephon Diggs. Honestly,
I can agree with that.
I don't think there's a better route runner in the NFL. Just a pure route runner.
Just out of curiosity, who would be 6 then?
I'd have to pull up the list of wide receivers.
That's fair.
A couple guys you didn't say there, though. I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, could it rhyme Deebo with
Samuel? Brandon Ayuk, you know. What I'm saying?
Sorry, but no.
What about what is it? Scary Terry?
He's close.
He's close.
He is up there.
All right. So back to the Bills now. Yeah. There's talks Stephon Diggs might leave. Do the Bills crumble without a number 1 wide receiver like Stephon Diggs? Like if they have to rely on Gabe Davis, Deontay Hardy, players like that, does this team fall down a little bit?
That depends. Do they figure out how to use the running game that they haven't used in 3 years?
Did they pick up Damian Harris this year?
I'm not sure.
I
don't think so.
I know they got James Cook starting, but
yeah.
I don't want to, stir up some controversy here. But I think, honestly, Josh Allen will be, not can be, he will be one of those guys in the league, bruh, where he's like an Aaron Rodgers, where he doesn't need, of course, Rodgers had fucking Devontae Adams, but I feel like Josh Allen can make a receiver. I don't feel like he needs, having one, of course, is great, but I don't think he needs one.
Okay.
I think he can just, he can make his own.
All right. So you think there's a possibility here that he makes one of these other guys? Gabe Davis showed flash in the pans, right? Especially if you want to look at his fantasy numbers, which I won't do. Flash in the pan where he's like the number one guy. So you're thinking possibly one of these other guys who I will say there's a lot of them, but he's got a lot of shorter guys. He's got a 5'6" wide receiver on this list, which I think is actually insane these days. But you think he's got the possibility to make one of these other guys, not the next Stephon, but the next number 2.
Yeah. Like they'll do.
They'll do. Yeah, because me and you
now in that division though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be enough to help him win it. But I mean, they'll do.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about it as well. They seem to have kept most of their defense. There is a linebacker we think they lost, but right now they still have big names like Matt Milano, Von Miller. They have Tre'Davious White coming back, Micah Hyde, and they actually did re-sign Damar Hamlin, which I don't know if it was a pity re-sign or if he just actually came out and put in the work. I imagine he did, but
What you mean?
Well, because
canceled already.
Well, no, because the whole heart surgery thing,
But what do you mean re-signed? He was already on the team.
He was. He just made the roster.
Right. Sorry, they kept him on the roster. So pity roster keep. He's a great player. That's not what I was trying to say, of course. But you got to be worried about his health.
Trevor's views do not represent the views
the
of this
Throwback Club.
podcast. I just want to. Nah, but I don't know, bruh. The Bills.
The Bills are the Bills, right? They'll do good in their division and nowhere else.
Damn.
Probably.
More than likely.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
I think their Super Bowl window. I won't say close, but it's definitely shutting.
Damn, I didn't realize they start against the New York Jets too. Oh, we'll get into that in a minute.
Monday night.
On Monday night. Wow.
September 11th, Monday night.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, is it in New York?
It is.
Of course it is. Buffalo, but
it's in the Jet Stadium.
Damn,
that's gonna be
fire.
That's gonna be interesting. Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know if Buffalo's defense holds up.
You don't think so?
I don't think it will.
Nah.
We're
down in the playoffs every year.
We're gonna get into the Jets obviously in a minute here, but I do think the Jets, some of their pickups, I don't really rate Lazard that highly, but I think they've built a nice offense for what they had and what they brought in. We'll get into that. I think the Jets did really well in the offseason.
We're about to talk about a team who has Josh Allen as his quarterback, who's basically had the same offense they've had for about 3 years now, went into the playoffs, into Kansas City, and had a perfect game, and they still lost.
Yeah, it's so looking at the team here, we'll just go each one, and we'll just say it when lost, we'll tally it up at the end. So I am gonna be that guy. I think New York upsets. I think dub or an L in week 1. I think they lose to New York.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. So I'm just gonna keep the tally up on the side, so that way we can come up with their records afterwards. All right. So we're thinking L week 1, and then so week 2 they got Las Vegas. No. Jimmy G.
It's not even worth talking about.
It's not even worth talking about. It's Jimmy G and Devonta Adams, though.
I know what happens when we get to that division.
The only way the Raiders win is if Josh Jacobs runs for $150 and 3 touchdowns.
God bless. So all right, are you in agreement with this logic? You think Washington or Las Vegas is a dub for the Bills?
Yes.
All right.
No
so
question.
Washington dub. Come on, but Sam Howell looks so good.
Yeah, right. I guess it does all depend on what they do, but all right, what am I talking about? Yeah, Bills won that.
I mean, Washington's got a good defense. They got Scary Terry. They got Jahan Dotson, but they have question marks at quarterback.
Yeah, they just got to prove it.
Yeah. All right.
The defense is solid, but Josh Allen's going to make it work. Josh Allen is good enough to beat Washington's defense by himself.
Fair then. We got another divisional round game now against Miami, which we have to talk about later on in this podcast. But what are we feeling here? Miami with a healthy Tua. We'll say he hasn't been knocked out yet.
Let's see. It's at home. I'm gonna go. I'm leaning Buffalo.
Leaning Buffalo.
Makes it at home.
Really? Nah, man. I think Miami.
You think Miami? Yeah.
What? I mean,
I think it's a tough one, right? It is a tough one.
Jalen's out until December.
Oh, Waddle's injured.
No, Ramsey. Sorry, Ramsey.
Oh, Ramsey. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I feel like if he was there, this is surefire Miami dub. But
Trey White to lock up either receiver, and then you double the other.
Okay, first off, the fact you think you locking up my boy Tyreek, you won. Ain't nobody locking up the cheetah.
That is tough.
He's definitely been locked up before, but
I don't know. I had him on fantasy. He didn't get locked up too often.
I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be like two.
I think it's gonna be a shootout.
With the tribal, bro. They're going.
I think I have to agree with. I think this one could go either way, but I think I'm gonna say that Miami probably is able to. Or not Miami, excuse me. Buffalo, I think, is going to be able to beat Miami.
I probably have them splitting, and I'm only taking Buffalo because it's at home.
True. True. Yep. So
what month is this? October?
Yeah, this is October.
Ooh, so it's not too cold. I'm gonna say Miami.
You're gonna say Miami? All right. We're gonna take the 2/3 vote, so we'll keep it as a dub on the record sheet for now. Going to Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, big T-Law. Does T-Law put it down?
That's a home game. Jacksonville coming to town.
I
think I got the Jags with that.
You're a big T-Law fan though. That's not really saying much.
I am.
I'm taking Buffalo right now until I see the Jags offense.
Ooh.
With Calvin Ridley. You infuse a player like Calvin Ridley, and the offense could just take off and be just as good as Buffalo's and Kansas City's, or it could take half a season to get there.
Okay.
That's fair.
I also am leaning towards the Bills. I don't know, man. Like I do think T-Law is a fantastic quarterback, but I just don't know if I fully believe in this Jags team yet, in my opinion. Right? I think.
So let me.
Yeah.
No. Hold up, bruh. Let me get this straight. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, podcast listeners, there might be a lot of cutoffs in these. You know what I'm saying? It's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes, you just got to, bro. Y'all telling me right now. First, where are we at? 5 weeks. First 5 weeks. Actually, no, because you said New York is gonna win. You're telling me that they're only losing one game in this 5-game span so far?
Well, so here's the thing, right? We've said it. Miami's a split. I think we've all agreed on that. We just feel at this moment Buffalo is going to edge it out. Washington and Las Vegas were the only two where we were like, yeah, why are we even talking here?
We're talking about a team that's routinely a 10-plus win team.
I'm not going
to probably 11+. So if you take that into consideration, I mean that means they're losing maybe 6 games max, probably throughout the year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It might be if they stay on their shit and they're the Bills as before. I know I said earlier that it's closing a little bit, but bro, this schedule isn't really.
No,
ooh, actually, I mean the late stretch does get a little tough.
They know their schedule. They know every game matters because that mid season you got the Jets followed by
the Eagles.
You got Cincy 2 weeks before the Jets.
You got a revitalized Denver. Maybe.
So after this little stretch right after Jacksonville where you got the Giants, the Patriots, the Bucks, right? Those are all 3 games they should win.
Yeah.
Then
Comfortably.
you come up on the hard part of your schedule where you got to go to Cincinnati.
You gotta go to Joe Burrow's house.
You got to come back home and deal with Denver's defense. Your offense should win you that game, but Denver's defense is going to put up a fight, and that's going to be a slugfest. Next week, you got to play the Jets. If you lose the first game, you definitely got to win the second game, so that's going to be a slugfest. Then you have to go to Philly, another slugfest. You get a bye week in time to see Kansas City.
At home, you go to Kansas City.
And then win or lose next week, you got Dallas, another slugfest. And then depending on your take on the Chargers, you could say that's going to be a tough game. I don't believe in them. The Chargers are the Chargers until proven otherwise, until they can win a playoff game without blowing a 30-point lead.
Damn. Blowing a playoff game, 30-point lead. Yeah, that did happen. That was Big T Law coming in there, fucking absolutely smashing it. And it looks like we do have another appearance onto the podcast. We've got the other token white boy. So
what the fuck did I just walk into?
We are streaming the first ever episode of the Throwback Club podcast. We are walking through rosters, predictions. We are 20 minutes deep, and we haven't even made it through the Bills.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to speed things up a little bit here.
Yeah.
We want to get through. I feel like we could save the record.
You want to? So do you just want to pick where we think people are going to finish at the end?
I think we go through each division.
Okay.
I know, right? Look at us, making up shit
on the fly. On the fly, baby.
About this earlier. But I think we should go through each team, state our claim on each team, say who's gonna win said division, and then just move on. We can do scheduling and everything, we can do that later on, if we want to get technical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like win-loss, because that's going to be a while.
We'd be going faster if y'all would just, not get distracted all the time, you know what I'm saying?
You mean get distracted?
Y'all said the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL. We're supposed to be talking about the Bills.
To be fair, that needed to be known. Man.
Yeah, I mean, we were hitting the topic of Stephon Diggs. So.
All right, so AFC.
All right.
East.
Yep. So
who is walking out of this?
I think.
Let me see the Jet schedule real quick.
You want to see the Jet schedule real quick? We'll show the Jet schedule real quick.
Just don't listen. I just said.
He just wants to take a peek at the schedule, bro. That's all.
We want to look at the map.
Look at the map? It's not going to tell me the schedule, I guess, bro.
You're wrecked. You're getting ads.
Hell yeah, bro. Shop now on Temu. There we go. So they got Dallas early on, too. Their schedule was tough at the beginning. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
God bless. Good God.
Sheesh. No, but they do got some gimme games in there, too. Atlanta, Houston, Cleveland, Vegas. I think the Jets win by a game. I think they take it by a game.
Oh, Jets!
You got Jets walking out
as the number one.
I think they get the benefit of the easier schedule because of where they finished in their division last year.
All right. I mean, I gotta say, I kind of agreed, I do now, just because, like I said, I think the Jets had a good offseason. I think Alan Lazard is the only guy they brought in that I think is kind of like maybe hyped up a little bit more than he really is. But I think if Aaron Rodgers shows up, plays healthy, does Aaron Rodgers things, we saw what this offense could do when Mike White was just able to throw the ball more than 20 yards to Garrett Wilson. They've added Dalvin Cook with Breece Hall coming back. I mean, and their defense was good last year, and they've pretty much just kept it moving. I kind of agree. I think New York Jets, I think they make it out of the division clear. And I think it comes down to an absolute dogfight between Miami and Buffalo.
For a wild card spot, or what you mean between Miami
Like for second place in the division.
Okay.
And then probably a wild card spot.
Honestly, probably all three are making it. Actually, nope. I'm gonna say hot take. Only 2 teams are making it out of the AFC East because 2 teams are making it out of the AFC North.
Oh, honestly, the North. We'll get to that. I think the North is an interesting one. I definitely. Ooh, we'll get there. So, what are you thinking, E?
Y'all really are killing me. The Jets. With the chest, that's how y'all are feeling. Bro,
I'm just saying, if you're not feeling that way, you don't got to feel that way,
are
you know?
we forgetting about the tribal sleeve?
No, we're not. I'm also not forgetting about the endless concussions.
This man too, bro. The tribal sleeves gives you powers, bro.
Yeah.
That's great.
He said that.
Bro,
Unless
I
he's
got
walking out
history
there,
on this.
unless he's
Dwayne
got,
the Rock Johnson, the most popular movie star in the world.
unless Tua
tribal
is
tat.
walking out there with the whole support of his team behind him to do a haka in the middle of the field before the game starts, it don't make no difference whether you went ink or no ink. Unless that whole team is behind you doing a haka, it don't make no difference.
I mean, bro, but nah, bro. It does something to you mentally, bro. You're just a dog. You're just a dog. Look, Roman Reigns, 3-year championship reign. You know what I'm saying? You're just a dog. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm not even saying the Dolphins, really, because, I mean, I bet on the Bills to win the division. So I'm just going to stick with what I bet. Josh Allen, I trust. I got Bills winning that division.
Okay. Who you got in the second place?
Second place?
Yeah.
Jets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty much realistically, we all think the Jets are making it out. It really is just me and Tyler are kind of just like, it could go either way between the other two. And we're all in agreement that the Patriots are fucking ass and they're going to remain down there at the bottom.
Dead last. Patriot fans, bro.
Yeah. If you're a Patriots fan, keep enjoying your
Have fun.
depression, bro, because y'all ain't moving nowhere. Yeah.
Welcome to the rebuilding stage of your life.
Oh yeah. And enjoy that L.
Had enough success to last a lifetime.
Oh yeah. Brady gave y'all how many rings? Suck it up. So do we want to just go through the AFC, or we just want to bounce side to side, east, west?
Hey man, you are the host here.
What? No, we're all the hosts. This is our podcast.
You started this out with you're the host, so you are taking the host for this episode.
Fine. So, all right, for this episode, great. Can't wait to pass this off. All right, then let's just go ahead, and we're going to stay in the AFC. So we're going to go down to the AFC West. We got the Denver Broncos with a revitalized Sean Payton. You got, as always, the Kansas fucking City Chiefs with Patrick Bobblehead Mahomes. You got the Las Vegas Raiders, who add Jimmy G, and the...
We call him Bobblehead.
You say that.
He motherfucker does walk with his head sideways, like he can't hold up his own shit. And and then we do got the Chargers as well, with a team that Tyler does not believe in. He does not think the Los Angeles Chargers are anything to fret.
Do we have to stay on this one for a long time? I think we all know it's going to be the Chiefs.
So
I don't know. I think
the big debate here is who you think's coming in second.
For sure. Because
I think.
Something tells me you want to take the Chargers, but you know not to. You know not to, but you want to.
Bro.
See, I think it's a tough one here, right? Because Denver has a team. They just didn't do well, but everyone said how dumb the coaching was, right? So you're getting Sean Payton, a visionary in the position, brought the Saints to where they were, where people think they're actually a top contender outside of one season. And now he's on the Denver Broncos. He's got Russell Wilson, who arguably should still have some juice left in him. Broncos, let's ride, right? But Tyler, are you even taking the Denver Broncos second here?
I am.
I'm gonna go ahead and chime in. If you ever say "Let's ride again," you can't be a Colts fan. I'm out.
Second off for the shoe, baby. That's what we're here for.
I am. I'm taking Sean.
You're
Payton.
taking Sean Payton.
To take second place in that division. Sean Payton took a year off. He's bringing all the pieces he can bring from New Orleans to that offense, to the special teams with the trade of Will Lutz to resolve his kicker problem. And the defense was already stacked. So he's got a stacked defense, and he's basically no matter what you think about Russell Wilson, sure he may not be the Russell Wilson of 4 years ago. He's a more agile Drew Brees at that point.
Okay.
Sean Payton already knows how to work with a Drew Brees.
I think it's this division is like it's so weird because the Chiefs are like, yeah, fucking Chiefs are good, but then it's like you look at the rest and it's like right, because you're hoping a head coach fixes the Broncos. Jimmy G has proven he can get a team to the playoffs, not really much further, but to the playoffs. He's got some weapons on the Las Vegas Raiders, but the question is, can their defense play well?
Asterisk on Jimmy G taking teams to the playoffs. He took the Patriots and the 49ers, two defensive-minded teams I wouldn't say defensive-minded in Bill Belichick, offensive-minded in Kyle Shanahan, but the defense was clearly better than the offense last year in San Francisco. The defense is the
damn, he might need to chime in on that with his
Jimmy G, in my opinion, took two teams to the playoffs that relied more on their defenses than their offenses.
Okay, so that could be the talk here, because right, I don't think the Raiders have that kind of defense. So can Jimmy G as a quarterback take it to it? And then of course the Chargers have kind of been the second shoe-in for fucking the entire time that they've been an organization.
Right. And the only reason they were second in that division was because of how bad the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos were being ran.
Bro, like we're on this one for too long. It's gonna be the Chiefs, bro. We say this. I want to say
who's gonna be second, and you haven't even given an answer.
Oh well, I mean you're right, but it doesn't even matter who comes in second in this division. Whoever comes in second in this division will probably have a holy shit, I can't talk now. I'm so discombobulated. We'll have a bad record. Guaranteed. Whoever comes in second.
So you don't think any of them make a playoffs?
So you don't think second place in this division could get seventh?
I am fed up with this division, bro. For the past 3 years, I have said, wow, this division might be tough. You know, they're adding in so many key players. You know, they're really going to challenge Mahomes. And it just never happens. Everybody is always dog shit and underperforms. The Raiders will forever be the Raiders. You got the Chargers who Herbert, I don't know why he signed that contract, bro, because you are wasting your life away in that fucking team. That team doesn't even have true fans. The fans come to Ram games more than they come to fucking Charger games. And they don't even come to Ram games.
Okay,
and then who else is there? The Broncos? Bro, the Broncos might be a challenge just because their defense is so nice. That is, like, they are dogs on defense. For some reason, like, their defense is crazy. But, bro, it's Russell Wilson, bro. I don't think Sean's going to flip him around. I think in a year from now, we're going to be talking about a brand new quarterback in Denver, honestly.
Ooh, that's a hot take. Okay.
That's a hot take.
Brand new quarterback. They going to dump Wilson because that contract, ooh-wee.
Damn.
Ooh-wee, that contract.
Yo.
It's kind of like the contract, in Cleveland.
Could you imagine?
We ain't gonna get into that yet.
Could you imagine Denver trading up and getting Caleb Williams?
They might not have to trade up. They might just be that bad.
Okay, so my counterpoint real quick to you, and then I'm ready to move on from this division. My counterpoint is this. As an ex-Cowboy fan, when you
Excuse me.
Hold up. You knew your team had talent. When you knew your team should be better than 8-8 like they routinely were going. The one thing you said you hated the most was shitty coaching and bad ownership by Jerry Jones. So you don't think that a decent team that got a new owner and brought in the best head coach that was on the market can't be better if the head coach is better? I mean, because you've seen talented players not produce under a bad head coach.
I mean, they can. I just from years prior, my hatred is just from years built up. That's all it is. I'm sure they can. I don't know. Plus, Sean Payton running his mouth a lot. You know what I'm saying? He talk about everybody else, but bro.
All right, so the winner clearly is the Chiefs.
Yep,
Second
Chiefs.
place is to be determined by
Yep.
whichever team out of the three decides to actually step up this year.
Respect.
Yes.
Respect.
Yes.
So now we got the North. Pittsburgh been looking real spicy in preseason. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have been following Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh have been looking real nice.
Kenny Pickett and the George Pickens looking real solid together.
It pains me because that's week one opponent, and I really don't feel like going another year going 0-1 because that really ruins the mood for football. You're so excited all week football's back, and then you lose week one. Like, that's trash. But I will say Steelers are looking like a bunch of dogs. The Bengals, Joe Burrow's healthy, they're going to be the Bengals. And then the Ravens, the Ravens. The bad thing about this division is nobody is really talking about the Browns when everybody should be talking about the Browns. Because, if the Browns don't do something this year, bury the team. Get rid of it. You spent so much money, bruh, on a quarterback who had all these charges. Of course, all of them were dropped, but had all these charges, guaranteed him all this money, have built a team around him, and you still can't get it done. Somebody has to go.
I gotta say, looking at the team a little bit here, at least on the offensive side. So, first off, Dorian Thompson-Robinson looked fucking phenomenal in preseason. I think he has potential.
It wasn't that great.
Yeah, and rookies should have bad games. It's fair. But I think, for the most part, he looked really good. I think he's a really good signing. I think he's got potential. Now, do the Browns fuck up another rookie quarterback? More than likely. You've got Nick Chubb coming back. That's not new. But now you have Amari Cooper. You've added Marquise Goodwin, Elijah Moore from the Jets, and you still have Donovan Peoples-Jones. I mean, that is a really good receiving core with some experience and then some talent that has been kind of underutilized in their time, right? Elijah Moore left the Jets because he felt like they just weren't playing him well. I think that's a really solid wide receiver core. It's not the best, but I think if Deshaun Watson can do Deshaun Watson things, he's got a core to do it with.
My hot take of the AFC, the Browns do have a solid team, both offensively and defensively, but I still believe that they are the fourth best team in this division.
Yeah. Man, isn't that insane?
Which is bad. It's horrendous.
Oh shit!
Bro.
I mean to go there.
That is not good for a team that went out and made that risk to.
Even if Deshaun Watson is the old Deshaun Watson of old, if Matt Canada, the OC for Pittsburgh, can figure it the hell out and learn how to actually use his talent at the wide receiver position, it's wraps. Cleveland is the fourth best team in this division.
What do you think? Now, what do you think about the Ravens and the wide receiver additions they have added? Do you think we see a season finally where Lamar Jackson's got some weapons? You think you see his arm come out this year?
They are about to be a problem, bro.
Because let's see, they got Nelson Aguilar, Rashad Bateman, which I think they already had. Odell Beckham Jr. was added, and I think they already had. Do they have Zay Flowers? Or did he come?
He was just drafted.
He was just drafted. Okay, and then they have Devin Duvernay. So they have some other ones, but they don't matter.
Juan Treadwell made the team.
Here we go.
My bad.
Damn.
Also, I don't really follow Nelson Aguilar's career per se, but I swear he was on somebody's practice squad.
I think the only person in this, it has.
You might be
for the running team that they are when you factor in Mark Andrews in the running between Lamar Jackson and the running backs. If J.K. Dobbins can stay healthy, the fact that the majority of the passing game is going to be that short to intermediate, it works with all those wide receivers. But if we're talking about if he needs to stand, if Lamar drops back and tries to throw deep, there's only one wide receiver I'm actually concerned about. And that was a speedster, and that's probably Devin Duvernay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Zay Flowers is quick.
But I mean,
We haven't seen him yet.
I haven't followed him, but from what I've heard about him, he's more like intermediate in slot.
So here we go, right? Who is first from this division?
Baltimore.
All day.
I'm gonna have to say Baltimore.
I'm gonna have to politely disagree with you. Sleeping on my boy Joe Burrow.
I'm not sleeping on Joe.
Joe Brr.
I'm not sleeping on Joe. That's a dog.
That's a dog.
Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? Even though he left to go to LSU, Ohio State. Once the Ohio State is in your blood, it's in your blood. So like, I'm not dissing him. I don't know. I think I just feel like something might happen mid-season. Of course, I'm not wishing anything on anybody, but I'm just like a slump. Like I feel like I can't even really say a slump for Joe Burrow, but like
I think Cincinnati and Baltimore are going to be close, but I think the Steelers take that slight and they beat Baltimore at the end of the year and cause Cincinnati to win the
Steelers do like to be doing that. If there's a chance to throw against Cleveland to let them in or win against anybody else in the division, that's normally how it plays out.
Now hear me out though, bro.
Okay.
Like I say Baltimore, but if like what Tyler said, bro, Matt Canada figures shit out, bro. Steelers. Actually, I won't even say that. If TJ Watt just stays healthy, plays every game, they might win the division off that alone.
Dude, honestly, I'm hot taking it, dude. I've loved what I've seen from Kenny Pickett in preseason. I think Steelers can take this division.
They could.
I really think that.
If TJ Watt's healthy all year and the offense figures it out, I think the Steelers take the division. Currently, I don't have a whole lot of faith in Matt Canada. I think the Steelers figure it out more than they did last year. And TJ Watt just can't stay healthy. I don't think he misses as many games as he did last year, but I don't see him playing every game, so I have them fighting for that second spot.
See, that's my problem with going with Baltimore, is I feel like, obviously Odell has had some injury problems. He got injured in the Super Bowl and things like that. He's had a lot of injuries. But Lamar Jackson, too, I feel like has been getting pretty banged up lately. So, like, I can see more important players for Steelers staying up healthy enough to finish the season out strong than I maybe see Baltimore. Because, like, Lamar does run the ball a lot. There's no saying that he doesn't take a hard hit. He hurts himself. It's one of those things where it's like Josh Allen runs the ball a lot. Lamar Jackson runs the ball a lot. One gets hurt more often because one's just bigger. Like, Lamar Jackson isn't that big of a guy. And that's what makes him insane, though, sometimes, right? His fucking run game is so agile. But I don't know. I see the potential if he still has to use his feet a lot. I see him possibly getting hurt this season. And that kind of helps me put maybe the Steelers over them slightly.
Now let me counter that though.
Okay.
What if? Because you're making
some valid points there. We're what ifing, yeah.
But what if John Harbaugh saw that, right? Saw that Lamar, hasn't been quote unquote healthy, hasn't been playing. What if he saw that and that's why he went out and got Odell and drafted Zay Flowers so he can mold him more into a pocket passer and then have the run as a back burner? What if?
See, I think that's tough to say because, like, I just don't think that.
Do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really think that's his scheme. I think that's the problem. I think he's building it around Jackson's legs. I think that is a big part. I mean, that's why like most of their backups are also very agile, dual threat quarterbacks. I think you need to be dual threat. I think in the NFL these days, I think plenty of quarterbacks have proven that. But a lot of the quarterbacks they have, like Tyler Huntley, was kind of that same way, where he sometimes looked a bit better just tucking and running rather than testing his arm in a throwing situation. So I feel like that's just this offense. This offense is built to kind of have a good dual threat quarterback, you have a great tight end for the check down. You have great running backs to implode that running game when Lamar Jackson opens up that hole, with his run game. And then from that point, you're just kind of picking and choosing. I mean, Odell Beckham's great, has to stay healthy. He has to fit into the scheme. And we have to just see if Lamar Jackson's able to hit him where he needs to hit him. I think he's got the arm talent. I want to see it, right? I would love to see him stay back in the pocket, throw it a bit more, and keep himself healthier and safer. Because I think Lamar Jackson is a very good quarterback. I just think his legs have proven his talent a lot more than anywhere else.
I think the only thing holding Lamar back was the lack of a pass. I think because you don't want him. Lamar's too good. He's too agile. He's too fast to be a drop back quarterback.
For sure.
But if you make it to where Lamar can have the Mahomes type of effect, where like it's the scrambling out of the pocket, it's the occasional design run in key moments, not all the time, not every other play on a drive where it's just run to J.K. Dobbins, one pass, run with Lamar, and then you just kind of cycle through that option of the three. If Lamar can pick and choose when he runs, it's just going to make his running that much more efficient.
I 100% can agree with that.
Lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Not to like glaze or nothing, bro, but I really love that team, bro.
Baltimore
are so like.
Are you switching again?
No. I'm just saying, like, as like a football fan, like Baltimore are so fucking just entertaining to watch just for Lamar's factor. And then you're adding in, like, if Odell can be what he was, which he probably will be, and then like mold Zay Flowers into that, like, oh my God, that offense is just gonna be just electric, bro. It's gonna be fire.
I think they have the potential to be on par with Kansas City's offense and run it in a very similar fashion.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree.
If Lamar, I mean that does require Lamar to prove that he can be that passing quarterback or more of a passing quarterback. But again, this is the time to prove it because you had a valid argument of not having talent around you at the wide receiver position. You don't have that excuse anymore. Like, you have to go out this year.
Yeah, it was kind of my whole argument, like why I've always not been the biggest fan of Cam Newton. Was because like Cam Newton could throw the ball really far. He could throw it like with some accuracy. I'm not going to say he wasn't like an accurate quarterback, but he always was a turnover machine in the air. And I think a lot of teams, when they could cut out his legs, very easily disrupted his passing game. And I just don't want to see Lamar Jackson fall into that kind of rhythm where teams start to figure out that he has the arm talent, but it's just nobody developed it because he was so good on his feet. I think we've already seen that that's not necessarily the case, but that's what worries me in the long haul for Lamar, is that he falls into a position where if teams can eventually slow down his run game, that no one ever actually truly helped him develop his arm to be as pinpoint as you probably need to be in the NFL to be successful. But
I say we get a final recap on the AFC North, get our picks in, and then move on to the South.
I agree. So I'm going to be the hot take. I think we're all picking a different team. So I'm going to do the hot take. I think I'm going with that dog Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers to make it out of the first.
Elijah, who you got?
I'm going Baltimore, bruh. That is a fire squad.
I got Cincinnati. They've been here. They've done this. Well, they've all been here and they've all done it. But Cincinnati's been doing it the most consistently out of all three.
Fun fact: he only is picking Cincinnati because Joe Burr is an LSU alumni. It's the only reason.
Whoa.
And Jamar.
Disrespect.
Oh, that's true. And Jamar. Yeah, that's right.
Disrespect my boy Trey Hendrickson from the Saints. Come on now, stop it.
So what he's saying is there's a lot of LSU Saints players on this team, and that's why he supports them.
So what we're saying though, as a collective, is that like Cleveland is moving to England next year. And expanded from Cleveland.
Where's the meme? Learn to speak Chinese, boys, because you're fucking out of here. All right, you're all getting the fuck out. So real quick, I'm just gonna say this because I saw this. I didn't actually go out and check the validity of it. But if Amari Cooper has an 1,000-yard season, he will be the first ever Browns wide receiver to have a consecutive back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving season.
Damn. Wait, first ever?
First ever.
Oh God.
Yeah.
They have been bad at wide receiver
Yeah.
for decades.
If Amari Cooper does it, because he did it last year, if he can have another 1,000-yard season, he will go down in Browns history as quite arguably their best wide receiver ever.
Good God.
But so we'll come back to this. As we all said, we all picked a different team. So this one, AFC North, is we're going to be watching this one close. Let's go to the South. Yeah. So whereas everyone in the AFC North is competitive, the South, maybe not so much.
Why not?
Well, so I think the shoo-in is 2, right? I liked Anthony Richardson in the camp, in the combine. I'm a big Anthony Richardson supporter right now. So without even going any further, I'm already telling you, Colts are winning the division. Fuck T-Law. Fuck Derrick Henry. Fuck Shroud, all right? My boy,
first hot take.
My boy Richardson is making it number 1 with the Indianapolis Colts about this motherfucking AFC South, all right?
First year.
First year. My boy is elite.
Now, is it close, the division, or is it like they're running away with it?
No. We're edging out T-Law. T-Law, I think we're going to look at schedules in a different video. And at that point, I'll tell you where I'm making where I think these little ups might come. But I think the Colts have a great team. I think shore up the offensive line a little bit. Keep Anthony Richardson able to do what he does. But he's a very quick quarterback. He's very good as a dual threat quarterback. I think he finds ways to make the offensive line look better than they are. And he's got a lot of weapons, right? Now, here's the other thing, right? We'll wait to see where Jonathan Taylor goes or if he stays. But I think if he keeps Jonathan Taylor with him in the backfield as well, I find it so hard to believe that this offense can't finally put the pieces together. We've been looking at the retirement home for so many years, and now we've got ourselves maybe a cornerstone quarterback to come in and bring the team back.
Damn.
All right, Elijah. So clearly,
This is serious.
since we're the only 2 people out of the 3 here that can take this division seriously,
What?
Yeah.
I have the Jags at 1, the Texans at 2, Titans at 3, Colts at 4.
Are you shitting me?
Really?
How do you got it?
The Texans at 2? The shit-ass Texans?
The Texans are better than you think.
Oh, my God.
I will agree with you on 1 for sure. 1,000%. Like, not even close.
The Texans
By
are
a
better
mile.
than you think.
But 2, yeah, I'm gonna give it to because it's D'Amico Ryans, former Niner, and they got CJ Stroud, Ohio State. I'm gonna go with the Texans that too.
They have Damian Pierce at running back. They got Nico Collins, who people are kind of high on. They got Tank Dell, the rookie, which a lot of people are very high on.
Yeah, he did. He had some good moments in preseason. I'll give him that. He's got a vendetta. He's motivationally he wants it, right? He's got that dog. And they did add Dalton Schultz as well.
Oh yeah.
Their offense is going to be much better this year than it was last year.
Yeah, I'll give them 2.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
Nah, bro. It's going to be the Colts and the Jags.
Next year.
I don't want to see Tennessee make it because I'm just kind of tired of seeing Derrick Henry make it to the playoffs to just, eventually sizzle out in the fucking playoffs because he's the only player on the team.
If you look at, I've been doing because I'm starting to get into fantasy football.
Big ups to fantasy.
People are falling off on Derrick Henry that are like people that really, really follow and go dive deep, get all their information. They're falling off on Derrick Henry. He's hit that point where he's at the running back drop age where their talent, their skill, their explosiveness all just starts to fade off. He has hit that point in his career. They give him 350 carries a year. It's about time the injuries start piling up on Derrick Henry.
Damn, so you think the injury's going to add up? I don't know, man. Derrick Henry, Seeing Derrick Henry
He's
hurt
a
would be
different beast,
insane.
but if you go back and you take the stats from all running backs, yes, he's a specimen, but Father Time just over the entire running back population says this is about the time where you're going to see a fall off.
Father Time does always win. Father Time always wins. Man, that's insane. Well, we're all a little bit different on that one. I think it's the Colts. I think Jags coming second. My co-hosts, because they're just unfortunately not as knowledgeable, think the Texans are finishing second. So we'll just move on past that one. That's just a bad division. We'll leave that one out. So we have finished the AFC side. AFC is donezo. We had some sure things. The North looks absolutely stacked. That'll be a very fun division to watch. The East also kind of going to be a fun division to watch. We really only thought New England wouldn't be competitive. So that's still 3 out of 4 teams that look absolutely disgusting. The West, whatever. And then AFC South, I mean, there's opportunities, right? Tennessee did pick up Will Levi, who is yet to be determined if he's going to actually be as good as people made him seem to be. I believe in AR and the Colts, but who knows? Texans did make a lot of changes, and they do have a very young rookie quarterback that I don't believe they're even starting. Right? Was it Bryce Young that's not getting the start, or was it CJ Stroud?
No, they're both starting.
They're both starting now. I thought at one point one of them was second.
No, they're both starting.
Okay, both starting. Okay, so I mean, dude, I honestly wish Tennessee would start Will, because that's 3 rookie quarterbacks in that one division. That would be fucking crazy to see which rookies, kind of pop off. But Will Levi sucks so bad that they picked Ryan Tannehill, so obviously he's not that great. But yeah, so I think the South has the opportunity. There's some upset potential, right? A lot of bad teams could end up being really good this year. Moving on to the NFC side. We're starting with the East again. Starting from the top, so we got them boys, America's favorite team. We got the New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles, and the Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Redskins. Actually, formerly known as Washington Football Team, formerly known as Washington Redskins.
Listen. Trevor's views once again does not dictate this podcast. Any people that want to work with us on this podcast, we can easily censor these things out. So anyway, though, on to the division.
I say we start with 3rd and 4th place. I got the Giants in 3rd, Commanders in 4th. How about y'all?
Oh wow!
God damn.
Yeah. I think I kind of agree, because we don't know the quarterback position, right? With the command, Sam could suck, right?
If Sam Howell is a dog, I think he's gonna be a dog.
I do too. I actually really do think Sam Howell is gonna be a dog.
If they work it out, they could fight for that division.
I agree, because their defense is ridiculous, and they do have some ridiculous weapons in Dotson and Scary Terry.
And they were the team last year that fucking beat the Eagles to stop them from going undefeated. So I mean,
very true.
They got it.
Yet to be decided, though. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. So number 1 and number 2, we have Philadelphia Eagles or the Dallas Cowboys. What are we feeling here?
For first?
Yeah, for first and for second.
Really all depends, for me, it all depends on Dak Prescott. Because if Dak Prescott starts the year off with interception after interception, then Trey Lance is definitely getting that fucking call. He's starting, he's coming in, he's changing the game, and they're going number 1.
So you think it only works if Dak sucks, so they bring in Trey?
Yep. Okay. Now, if I hope that doesn't happen. But if Dak, plays well and they stick with him or whatever, cool. Yeah, Eagles are winning that. No question.
All right, so I think I have to agree on this one. I think the Eagles have just a solid team all around. I hate saying that, because one of the other guests we might have on the show at some point is a really annoying ass Eagles fan. But I think they do have a ridiculous team. I mean, they have probably one of the top 5, top 6 wide receiver duos. They have a ridiculous defense. The offensive line is just Jalen Hurts is pretty much just free to stand back there for the whole quarter before getting sacked. I think the Eagles just have a solid team. I think unless Jalen Hurts gets injured again, which we can go into this one at another time, but the hate Hurts gets, I think, is unwarranted. I think minus Jalen Hurts getting injured, if they can stay healthy, I think the Eagles take the division. I think it could come close, but I do believe the Eagles have looked really good the last few years.
Yeah. This is definitely the Eagles' Division 2 lose, I think.
100%. I can agree on that entirely.
I'm gonna say the same. Eagles over Cowboys, but there's something in my gut that tells me the Dallas Cowboys take the division this year.
Ooh.
I can see it.
Like I said, it's definitely possible. It's Eagles to lose, but it's not necessarily because the Cowboys are bad. It's just the fact that the Eagles just look more complete. It's their division to lose, but I do think the boys have a potential to leapfrog.
I think CeeDee Lamb getting a fellow wide receiver to step next to him as the official 2 is going to help a lot, and I think taking away all those useless carries that Zeke got is going to help their running game out.
Well, everyone said that Tony Pollard, there he is. Everyone said that Tony Pollard was always the better running back. Do you guys agree? Do you think Tony Pollard was all around the better running back than Zeke?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, rookie year Zeke was great, but yeah.
Okay. And are you talking about the addition of Brandon Cooks that you think will help CeeDee Lamb?
Yes.
So,
and it's had like 1,000 yards receiving for like 5 different teams now in his career.
And he's been on some bad teams.
Man's only been in the league for like 7 years.
He's been in
on 5 different teams.
He's been in for 10 years, Tyler. This is his 10th season. Might be his 11th, actually. It just says 10 years of experience next to his name.
That'd be his 10th year.
Yeah, he's a duck, bro. He's a duck. All right.
Nah, bro. It's Eagles, bro.
It's Eagles.
Eagles got it. Cowboys. I mean, there hasn't been a repeat winner in this division in 20 years, so I mean they could. But
damn, really? That makes sense though.
The last team to repeat was Philly though, so I mean.
So it could be a repeat of the last repeat. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, and as we see over here on the advertisement, Hulu, Jalen Hurts, the man, the myth, the legend for the Philadelphia Eagles. And hopefully he doesn't become a Baker Mayfield where he does advertising more than plays.
The Hulu curse.
The Hulu curse, bro. It's getting everybody. But get your guap, all right? Get your guap, okay? But we're all in an agreement. Sounds like Philadelphia Eagles should take the NFC East. There's possibility for some upsets, especially hearing the statistic that there hasn't been a repeat in the last 20 years. So it very well could be a Dallas year, could be a Washington year if Big Sam Howell comes in, but we'll have to wait and see. Right now, Philadelphia Eagles, their division to lose. We'll move on to the NFC West. Cardinals, Rams, Niners, and the Seahawks.
All right. Now,
Niners, Hawks, Rams, Cards. Absolutely.
Niners, Rams. No, what'd you say? Niners, Hawks, Rams, Cards.
It's Niners, bruh.
Yeah.
And then it's just everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even matter who the fuck is second. You just already know who's going to be at that top. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Yeah. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Red and gold till I'm dead and cold, boy. You feel me? Big Cop Brock. Number 13 is about to carry the squad. He is tired of hearing all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All the haters.
All the haters.
All the oh, you were Mr. Irrelevant. Oh, you only did it in 8 games. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did it. He's about to come out and light the league on fire. Now, you won't see that week 1 because, again, TJ Watt. But after that week,
So you don't even think the Hawks, with their unbelievable offensive talent they have a chance. I mean, we're talking about a team with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith coming into the team. Geno looked fantastic last year. Drew Lock apparently has looked fantastic in preseason. You don't think either one of those quarterbacks could possibly take a stab at the Niners?
DK is entering his 5th year, meaning that he's been working with Lockett for 5 years. That offense did not get better. Yes, they picked up JSN, the rookie, who's supposed to eventually replace Lockett. And yes, they have Kenneth Walker, but is Kenneth Walker the best running back on the team? I know he's the starter, but is he even the best running back on the team? And which running back gets hurt for Seattle this year? Because they always have one running back get hurt every year.
If we're going to talk about injuries, we can't talk. If we're going to talk about injuries, how many quarterbacks did the Niners lose last season?
How many quarterbacks did the Niners lose?
The Seahawks lose one of their best running backs every year for the year. It happens every year.
Bro, just listen to me, bro. There's no debate. Now,
yeah,
it probably will be Seattle number 2 because Arizona, who the fuck is their quarterback? And the Rams,
Kyler Murray
or the Rams. So like, yeah, they're definitely gonna be competing for Caleb Williams, probably them too. So they'll have their own little competition down there.
The Rams.
That's an easy 2 games each.
The Rams
Seattle.
Seattle
will be a problem, but like we always fucking hit Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like they might be a problem for the rest of the league, but when it comes to us, nah, not a problem. So we're gonna win that division. Bold take, number 1 in the NFC altogether.
How's that? Oh, number 1 in the whole NFC. You're saying, but you're saying y'all are gonna get walked in week 1.
Yeah. I'm just being hey, TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, okay. TJ Watt and Pickett. I see it. I think it's another one. I think it's even worse than like. I think it's a slightly. It's really weird how all of these kind of match up, right? Like, outside of the Patriots, both sides of the East have like a really good possibility for like a 3-way top. AFC West. We're looking at one team and the other 3 are just kind of fucking there. We're going to get to the North in a minute. But North, honestly, that's going to be one to talk about as well coming up. But it seems like no matter like AFC and NFC, all these fucking like the West matches up with the West. Like their divisions all almost feel like they're going to play out pretty fucking equally. But
besides this one,
I would say, I don't know. I would say it's less of a blowout than Kansas City side.
Bro, we sweep our division like every year. They are no competition.
Excuse me?
What do you mean, excuse me?
Excuse me?
Last time I checked, the Rams have made it to a Super Bowl more recently.
I'm just saying we sweep though, like we sweat. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't have made it to that fucking that Super Bowl if fucking Tart dropped the pick that was just handed right to him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we wouldn't even. You know what? Make y'all's picks. You know, because what it sounded like to me is that y'all are trying to say, oh, Seattle might be a problem for y'all, or the Rams. You know, they might do something. So who do y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all got?
I said 49ers, Hawks, Rams, Cardinals.
Yeah, I can agree with that. 49ers, Hawks, Rams, Cardinals.
I agree with it.
I agree with it. I just like I like to mix up the pot a little bit. You know, I like to stir in a little bit of flavor to the conversation every once in a while. You feel me? I think Seattle could be a problem. You're a little bit cocky over there, but I think realistically, as long as you guys don't lose, as long as you guys don't have to start Sam Darnold, I think you'll be okay. Yeah,
that's fair. That is fair.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, right? Last year, you had Jimmy G, who could obviously make the offense work. Then you had Trey Lance, or no, sorry, backwards, right? It was Trey Lance first, and then you went into Jimmy G, who's not necessarily known for like being like the most flashy quarterback, but he gets it done, right? He's like a much better Alex Smith, right? That's the right name. Yeah, right. And then you go into an unknown in Big Cock Brock, who just happens to be fucking insane, right? You don't really have that this time. You have Big Cock Brock, and then you have fucking IC Ghost on the field, Sam Darnold, who can't throw to the right fucking colored jersey.
Hey, hear me out. I know all this. All right.
I just want
This is what I feel for.
Right.
This is why I don't even want Brock to start week 1, because again, TJ Watt
Could hurt him
on that right side.
He could. Which shoulder? Which arm is hurt? Which one got injured?
The right arm.
Oh no!
So
No!
like,
You're scared.
Yes. I am.
All right, so
Petrified.
in agreement, West minus a possible injury to the quarterback position. Probably going to be the 49ers, followed by the Seahawks, then the Rams, and then the Cardinals are clearly fucking tanking anyways. We didn't talk about that. We can talk about that in another podcast. But the Cardinals are clearly fucking tanking to get Caleb. So that's we'll come back to that in another episode. Going down to the north here now, the NFC. So we've got a little bit of craziness, right? Everyone's saying that Cousins is now the number 1 quarterback in the North, which is interesting. Jordan Love looked fantastic, if I must say, for Green Bay in preseason. Detroit had a really good ending to their season last year and looked really, really fucking good. And of course, Justin Fields has got some new weapons. And so kind of like fucking Walmart version of Lamar Jackson, people are thinking that he's going to be able to use his arm a lot more rather than his feet. So what are we feeling here, guys?
I feel like as the former North fan, you should take this one away.
You want me to take this one?
Yeah, as a former Packer guy, I mean.
All right, so I do think the Vikings probably come out on top this year. They did last year, I think, anyways. But I do think the Vikings probably finish on top. They did lose Dalvin Cook, but when you have fucking Justin Jefferson, realistically, you could have me throwing the fucking ball at quarterback, and I'd probably at least get double-digit touchdowns. Justin Jefferson is just a beast. I think he impacts the game so tremendously. They did lose Adam Thielen. Who is it? Did they pick up any other? Not really.
They drafted Addison.
Yeah, Jordan Addison. That's right. They did draft Jordan Addison. That's right. So, seeing what he does, Madison, a lot of people have been saying that Madison is a breakout running back. So they did lose Cook, but a lot of people are really hype about what they're going to see out of Madison. And then, of course, KJ Osborne was okay last season. But, yeah, the real eyes are going to be on Justin Jefferson and what Jordan Addison does. They did also pick up TJ. So they do still have like a couple of options to throw to. I think Minnesota probably comes out of this. I think they're not really going through a rebuild, minus maybe slightly in the wide receiver department, dropping Thielen for Addison. But I think Minnesota takes this. Now, I am torn about who might come second out of this division, right? Because Green Bay last year had the chance to go to the playoffs. They fumbled the game against Detroit. I think Detroit actually finished second last season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
Yeah, I think they were in contention of getting in, but
right.
I think Seattle beat one.
Yeah, I think Seattle winning kept them out. Losing my fucking.
Which is unfortunate because fucking Seattle useless as.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, so that definitely is. Yeah, so I definitely think Detroit has the possibility. I'm not too sold on Chicago yet. I think they had a lot more problems than just wide receivers. I think Justin Fields showed some improvements over the season. I think when he got the opportunity to incorporate his legs a little bit more and play off of his strengths, I think we saw him be able to open up his pass game a little bit more, which is what you'd expect from a dual threat. I just don't think wide receiver was their biggest problem. I think it helps Justin Fields maybe get into his own game a little bit better. I don't think it takes them out of fourth. So I think Minnesota's going first. Bears are my fourth pick, and I am going to say that Green Bay still has a very good team. I am going to take Green Bay with Jordan Love in second. I think they're going to edge Detroit. I think Jordan Love looked fantastic against the Eagles last season. He's looked great in preseason. I think he's got that possibility, that factor to take Green Bay over the Lions. And so I'm going Vikings, Packers, Lions, Bears. That is my prediction for the NFC North.
Wow.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised you didn't rank the Packers lower.
So here's the thing, right? Rodgers had what was called a low season, which was really just as good as a season as all of the players that everybody thought were elite that year. They just weren't Aaron Rodgers numbers, so that's why they said it was a down season. Overall, though, the team played really well. Like, outside of Rodgers seeming to be a little bit off in his arm game, regardless if he played through an injury or not, the team, Green Bay itself, still looked like a double-digit win team. They were just really struggling with Rodgers playing injured for whatever fucking reason to get their offense going. I think Jordan Love has looked really good. I think he's fitting in really well. Him and Watson have been building a really good chemistry. They looked great together in preseason. Watson obviously looked fucking fantastic as he started to get going in regular season last year. I think Packers have a good team. I just think offensively they didn't wake up enough. And I just don't know if they have that same problem with a healthy Jordan Love that has looked good. I think the Lions are kind of in the same boat. They started off slow. I think they lost like their first 6 games by like a fucking margin of like 2 to 3 points.
They did start the year 1-6.
Yeah, they started the year 1-6, but all of the games were close. None of them were blowouts. And so, like, I think it's the same thing. I think Green Bay and the Detroit Lions are in the same boat. They're a great team. Who gets the offense started faster? And I think, in my opinion, Jordan Love is going to get it started a little bit faster than I think Jared Goff and the Lions do.
That's crazy.
It's my opinion. I think Jordan Love has looked lights out in preseason, man.
You think Jordan Love, who's never had to lead a team before, is going to come out and get his offense there faster than a quarterback who's ran systems all the way to a Super Bowl?
I 100% do. Yeah. I will say that in my heart. Because here's the thing, right? Nobody really thought Goff was going to do anything with the Lions anyways. It's only because he's now starting to make it work that people have some sort of renewed faith in Detroit. I think...
Let's not also forget they lost one of their best wide receivers for the entire year, and then now he's going to be suspended for 6 games.
Right. So once again, we could be looking at the possibility, right, of a slow start. One of their wide receivers is hurt. He's now suspended 6 games, 1-6. That could be their fucking start again. We don't know. I just think Green Bay has the potential, right, to come off the bench. Jordan Love has not looked like someone that's never had to run a system before. Granted, 1 quarter, I fucking get it, or 2 quarters or whatever. But he's looked like, and even in the Eagles game last season, he came off the bench and he looked really good against the Eagles. I think he's showing that he, at minimum, could very well be at the level of a Jimmy G, who's able to maybe not be the flash in the pan, maybe doesn't carry a team to a Super Bowl, but he can get the team there or help them get there in a way. I think right now he has that potential. Yes, I think he could be a Jimmy G.
Damn.
And like I said, I think Green Bay overall looked better. They just could never get it started because whatever fucking reason Aaron Rodgers was having that week. So it's really, it's all up to Jordan Love now, right? I think Green Bay has a fantastic team. They were absolutely insane since LaFleur took over. And I think they can honestly continue that success because I think it's a system LaFleur has made. And I think there's a very good possibility that, like Rodgers off for Favre, even though he had fucking Mike goddamn McCarthy, I think this is just a really good system that you could possibly plug in a quarterback that's looked as good as Jordan Love and get it going as well as it could go.
Hey, Tyler, what are you saying? This man done gave a whole
Bro,
a whole breakdown. That was
bro,
serious.
we might be a bunch of boys giving hot takes, man, but we know our football. We know our ball.
I'm taking Minnesota only because Detroit hasn't done it yet. Then I'm taking Detroit, then Green Bay, then Chicago.
Respect. I honestly see this division is tough.
Can I tell you the other reason I can't take Detroit over Green Bay?
Why?
They lost my boy Jamal Williams. When you had the Hokage on your team, how could you not come in second place, bruh?
They did do that.
Bro's forever a goat for me for that. I saw that and I was dying laughing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings. Vikings, and then I'm gonna throw a curveball and say the Bears too.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Bears too.
Bro, the Bears don't have more problems than they have like solutions.
The worst team in the NFL.
Hey, bro. That's why I said curveball. There's
Hey.
got to be that one team in the league, right, that just does better than what everybody expects.
I mean, dog, I mean, you guys did say the Texans were gonna leapfrog the Colts, so I guess we're out here for fucking crazy predictions.
All right, yeah, move on. Let's move on now.
So you're wholeheartedly saying you think the Bears from the worst are gonna somehow make second in this division?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, gotta have. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Holy shit. You're seeing ghosts too, I guess. God damn. It's just a Niners thing now. All right. So, last and final division. And then we can go ahead and figure out if we want to continue to talk about something else or if we're going to end this episode here. So, we have the NFC South, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Bucks. I know Tyler was saying some very interesting things before we started about the Atlanta Falcons. And because this is his division, I'm going to let him take it away first.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Can we say what set him off before the podcast?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So I had informed Tyler here that there was you know how like analysts, they do like their predictions. One of the analysts stated that the Falcons will win this division at 9-8, which of course, Tyler, you could pick up now where you left off. What you think about them going 9-8 and prediction?
They are insane. They are hyping up the Falcons to the max on the Bijan Robinson hype. Kyle Pitts was their hype boy last year. He flamed out. Calvin Ridley was the hype before that. He flamed out. Like, it's not going to happen. You're talking about yes, they're one of the best running teams in football. They're in one of arguably the best run defense division in football.
Come on, we're talking Tyler Algier, Cordell Patterson, Bijan Robinson, and then you got Drake London. You got Drake London as a wide receiver. Drake London. Yep, you've got Drake London as a wide receiver. And then you've got... Oh, yeah, Kyle Pitts. That's right. You got Kyle Pitts at tight end. I mean, Desmond Ritter's that guy. Come on.
Right. So, anyway, if you think the Falcons are winning this division, you are insane.
Come on. Young Ho Koo cannot be matched.
If you think the Falcons are winning this division, you are insane. Anyway,
that's tough.
To keep it obvious, straightforward, to the point, and 100% correct, it's going to be Saints 1, Falcons 2, Bucks 3, Panthers 4.
Damn. You think the Panthers stay at 4?
Absolutely.
Why?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of rough.
The only way I see them getting out of 3 is if CJ Stroud proves he's that guy week 1. And Baker Mayfield proves he's not that guy this year. Yes, Tampa Bay's going through a fire sale, but they still have enough talent to take third.
Wait, what? Did you say CJ Stroud?
I did, didn't I?
Damn, bro.
I'm so confused. Bryce Young.
Yeah. Tells you how much I've been following the Panthers.
God
Wow,
bless, bro.
bruh.
Tough, dude.
What if
tough.
they're the dark horse in that division? What if they come out?
You know, some people have said that, and they're absolutely fucking insane.
So you think
people that
DC
anybody that thinks
coming
the
in.
Falcons are winning are insane. Anybody who thinks the Panthers are winning are absolutely mental.
So what you're saying is DC was the needed component for the Saints to get back to the playoffs.
I still wish the Saints would get rid of Dennis Allen. Or you said DC. God damn.
Yeah.
Derek Carr. Honestly, Andy Dalton was good enough to win football games if we had wide receivers to throw to. I mean, besides Chris Olave, who had to carry the entire team as a rookie. They still did okay. They definitely could have won more games than they did. But bad game management mixed with bad play calling, mixed with Dennis Allen defenses, a losing season.
Damn. So
Yeah, I respect that.
But this year, the wide receiving core should be way better. We kind of figured Michael Thomas was going to be hurt, so we brought in old-ass Jarvis Landry, who did nothing but get hurt and leave the entire job up to Chris Olave. Because why? Because Traquan Smith, who's been on the team for 10 years, is fucking awful. A waste of a draft pick. I mean, we're talking about a wide receiver who was your number one wide receiver for the 2 years Michael Thomas was out and couldn't get more than 4 catches a game.
Jeez.
yeah, that's tough.
That man live.
I do think the addition of Derek Carr is going to be very nice for your
Back to a more
team.
traditional offense with a heavy run game. Let the offensive line be great, not have to fucking drop back and pass so much. Let the defense actually catch their breath, and the Saints win this division.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pretty much say the same. Wait, no, because you said the Bucks second.
Saints 1, Falcons 2, Bucks 3.
Falcons 2. Nah, see, I think. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that exact same thing. Yeah, Panthers are having problems. I mean, it was reported that Brian Burns may not play week 1 because he is also having contract disputes, and that's the best player probably in the locker room. Who I don't know why they haven't traded away. Why they didn't trade away last year during that whole rebuild thing to get more draft picks. Appreciate McCaffrey though.
You think Burns is better than Horn?
Yeah.
Say what you chest.
Yeah. So them. Yeah, they're definitely gonna struggle. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, bro. Because the Carolina, bro. You know what, bro? 3 fellow Carolina men. You know what I'm saying? The Carolina boys, podcast listeners. If you don't know, we're all from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised.
You're a fake.
I'm full of shit. But bro, it's something about Carolina that I want to say are gonna be second. I think it's the powder blue. I think that's what it is.
Could be the kids. Yeah.
The what?
The kids. What they wear.
Oh yes, that silver. Ooh.
Yeah. See, I agree. I think the Saints. They had turnover Jameis Winston. They had fucking Andy Dalton. Derek Carr is someone that has proven with the Raiders that he can be like the guy, regardless of some of his issues he had towards the end of last year. And I think it gives New Orleans that opportunity to go back to that more traditional, like Tyler said, where you have a traditional drop back passer that's very good in the pocket, like Drew Brees was. As for second, I feel like I should go on record here and say that I had a lot of faith in a certain quarterback in this division. All right. I felt like he had that dog in him. All right.
Ooh. Okay.
Baker Mayfield has not lived up to my expectations by any means, okay? I'm really disappointed by it. I wanted to have faith in him. He was a tiny guy. He was a gunslinger, but he's letting me down tremendously. So, Baker Mayfield, if you ever watch this, I wanted you to succeed, dog. I did, bro. But I think it's tough. I think Tampa Bay has better coaching, and I think they have a better team on both sides of the football. It really just depends if Baker Mayfield can be Baker Mayfield from the first 2 Brown seasons, or if he's the Baker Mayfield from then on fucking after. We've seen Baker Mayfield have weapons and not be able to use them. We've seen him have weapons and use them tremendously. So I think it's tough. I think it's going to be really hard for him to overthrow Mike fucking Evans at 6'5". But I do feel like, kind of going back to the Green Bay Detroit discussion, I think Bucks have a better team than Atlanta. I think Atlanta has good possibilities, but I don't think they're like good, right? People really are hyping up Desmond Ridder. Like Tyler said, they hyped up Kyle Pitts. He did absolutely fucking nothing. Cordell got injured last season, but Tyler Algier wasn't horrible. I feel like Atlanta has a lot of pieces, but no machine to put them into. I feel like Tampa Bay has good coordinators. They have a good coaching. They did really well when they got a quarterback that could actually throw the football without turning it over. Baker Mayfield is slightly better than Jameis Winston was. So I would put the Bucks as my second, and I would put Falcons as my third, but I do put Panthers as like my dark horse, right? I think if anyone's gonna shock the league or shock the division, it's gonna be Carolina. But I would actually say I think Tampa Bay is a better team. It's really gonna depend on how Baker shows up. Hopefully he can actually fucking play well. My hopes have really quickly dwindled out over the last 6 years now. Has he been in the league for 6 or 5?
Hell if I know.
6 years. Damn. See, Baker, I love you that fucking much. I know how long you've been in the league. I think it really comes down to how Baker plays. If Baker is able to throw the ball decently well, I think Buccaneers have a better team than Atlanta, and I think they take it over Atlanta and play second. That's my take. Saints, Bucks, Falcons, Panthers. Panthers is the dark panther. To possibly upset some division and maybe make it to the playoffs.
I can just see your face right now.
Bro, imagine though, I just had like a crazy thought. Imagine, back to imagining, right?
Back to imagining.
Cue like the SpongeBob imagination thing. Bro, imagine if the Panthers colors were pink.
Okay. All right. I thought this was going to be like an actual
and like
take.
The Carolina Panthers, like the Pink Panthers. Bro, that'd be so gas.
I thought that was going to be an actual hot take, but that's
you
in the color. Cool? You in the color pink, dog.
You don't think that'd be cool? Why isn't there a team in the league that has pink?
Don't like the color. Don't like the color, man.
I mean, it's not even my favorite color, but I mean,
it's fucking up there, dog.
It is up there.
What are they supposed to do for Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
Hell
they don't even do that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
I'm 99% positive they do, bud.
Bro, it's like Crucial Catch now or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they do not wear like pink or do all that shit no more.
Are you shitting me?
I'm dead ass.
Oh my god. All right. Well,
unless I'm completely wrong. Which I mean, 99%.
I don't think so. So I don't want necessarily a playoff picture, right? Because that's a tough one to do. But I do want to know, like, if you had your like top 3 shoo-ins, We'll start with the AFC, then go to the NFC. Top 3 shoo-ins for like gonna make the playoffs. So starting on the AFC side, obviously, I think we can all agree, fucking Kansas City. So who's 2 and 3?
Guaranteed or like rank wise?
I would. So right now, like if you had to rank them, I guess, because honestly, looking at this,
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, who do you think's coming out as of right now? Who's your 1, 2, and 3 out of the AFC?
Chiefs 1. I'm gonna do. Ooh, Chiefs 1. Baltimore. Ooh, I don't like that. Chiefs 1, Baltimore 2, Jacksonville 3.
Same. 3 locks to make it out of the AFC. Chiefs, Bengals, Jags.
I can see that. Because, well, I guess for me, right, if I'm going to go with who I picked for number 1 out of the North, I guess I would have to go with Chiefs, Steelers, Jags. Well, first off, actually, wait a minute. I just remembered. Colts. Sorry. Chiefs, Steelers.
The analyst came out for a second there, didn't it?
I know. Fuck. Jags. All right. Fuck you guys. All right. Fuck you guys. I do think it's probably going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. I am thinking the Steelers could make it top 3. I think, of course, if they win their division, that's fucking guaranteed for the most part. And I did pick them to win the division. And then I would have to say, I think a lot of people would probably say the Bills, but we kind of talked about it. The Bills have been looking a little, recently. I'm not so enthusiastic about their season. So I would say I think T-Law is probably a guarantee there to make it out of the AFC South and as a top 3. I would say you could probably argue maybe the Bills, maybe the Dolphins if you fucking really wanted to, but I think Kansas City 1 for me. I'll put Steelers 2 and Jacksonville at 3. So if we go back to the NFC side now, this one could be a little bit spicier, right? Because we did kind of say Niners are number 1, but Eagles are the Eagles, right? And while you guys have this quick conversation, I am stepping away for a brief second. Oh. I just drank 64 ounces of water, and it is rushing through my system.
Hey man, will you enjoy that?
I will.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. This is no question. Oh, what? Yeah, no question. Niners 1, bro. I am tired of the slander. I'm tired of people saying. I'm tired of motherfuckers saying it's still the Eagles, conference. I'm tired of hearing the Eagles are gonna go back. Let me remind everybody. When Brock went down, first of all, Kyle Shanahan's dumbass should never put a tight end on Hassan Reddick. That was just a terrible idea from the start. And if anything, let it be George Kittle. He would have at least put up a fight and not just got mauled over. But we were keeping that game relatively close. We had the McCaffrey big touchdown. It was the only touchdown. But I mean, we was keeping up until the Eagles realized, oh shit, they don't have a quarterback that throws the ball. They're just going to run the whole time. So let's just focus on stopping the run, and that's game. And then, of course, we got to jog our defense back out there who has been on the field fucking for God knows how long, getting no rest. So, yeah, of course it's going to be a blowout. But had Brock Purdy stayed in that game, we would have won that. It wouldn't have been easy, but we would have won that. Okay? So I'm tired. I'm tired of this. Niners, 1. No question. Niners at 1. Leading up to the season, I was saying Niners 2. Wasn't this confident. But now I'm confident. The main reason why I'm confident is because there are no distractions outside of Nick Bosa not getting paid. Hashtag pay Nick Bosa. But that's really the only problem, only distraction. Other than that, though, once that gets settled, because it's going to get settled, there's no more distractions. There's no more quarterback controversy. Everybody's pretty much paid. Everybody's solid. We just got one thing in mind, and that's the bowl. That's going to unite everybody. It's going to make us go number one. Eagles going to put up a fight. They're going to put up a fight for that number one seed, of course, because, I mean, I don't think their schedule is that difficult. But Niners will be one. Eagles can have two, and then I'll have Saints third, that third seed.
Third.
Third
Damn.
seed Saints.
Damn.
Third.
I'll give you third. Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
You think you getting the two?
I expected the 4. You said third seed.
Hey man, third seed. I believe.
You think the Saints getting more wins than the top in the North?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I mean, Minnesota. Ooh.
Yeah, Minnesota did do pretty well last season. Not in the playoffs, but in the regular season.
That's tough. I guess it just depends on Kirk, honestly. But I think so. I think Saints.
How many primetime games do they have?
That's a great question.
I'm just gonna check real quick.
I think DC changes the game for y'all though. So y'all.
Week 2's prime time. Week 5. Week 7. 11 and 12.
Damn, that's 6 losses right there. That's tough.
I think he broke that though.
He's won once.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about it. He just won one time.
See, I guess my thing I'm a little curious of is they really didn't look that good in preseason. I mean, I know it's preseason, right? Everyone wants to say like it's just preseason, but like they did not look good in preseason at all.
Did they even play any other starters? At all?
I'd have to go
highly doubt
it. I don't even remember hearing about them during preseason.
The Saints only played Derek Carr for like 7 snaps. This is all we needed to score, boy.
Oh yeah, y'all saw enough after that.
Oh, it's our guy, dude. As a quick side note, Derek Carr is fucking massive for you guys. He is fucking shredded, bro. He must have been working out with fucking Taysom.
I gotta see what his tackling's like though, because Drew Brees hit pretty damn hard in Madden.
Yeah.
Why is Drew Brees hitting, bro? You throwing a lot of picks?
Every once in a while, and then you make Drew Brees make somebody fumble, and then you just look at your opponent. You just mean mug them as they question life as to what just happened.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the pictures right now, bro. Dude is looking beefy jacked. Bro's a monster, bro. God bless. Look at. I feel like his helmet got bigger. That's a man right there. Good lord.
Can y'all pick your top 3 and stop gushing over Derek Carr, please?
Hey man, when you see someone that's made that move, I'd have to say like I said, all dependent on if you guys keep your quarterback healthy. I do think the Niners have a ridiculous team in all areas of the football. But if Sam Darnold starts, you guys are fucked. I think Eagles take it second, and then I think Vikings probably go third. I mean, they really haven't lost anything that they didn't have last season, minus Thielen, but they picked up arguably a really good wide receiver look, so it really doesn't feel like they lost anything. People are really fucking hyped about Madison, even though Cook's gone, so I would say they kind of look like they should do what they did the last couple seasons now, so if they do that, they probably take third. They crash out immediately in the playoffs. Nothing changes but the weather. Yeah, nothing changes but the weather. But the weather.
All right, Tyler, what you saying?
What am I saying?
Saints number 1.
Top 3 for the NFC?
Yeah.
Top 3 for the NFC.
I'm saying San Fran 1, Eagles 2. I kind of like the hype up. I'm gonna go Saints 3.
Hey.
Yeah.
3.
Hell yeah.
Vikings
believes in the
squad.
squad.
That is my squad. Gotta ride or die.
I can respect that. I really do think the Saints. You guys have always had a good defense. Well, you've had one for a while, and I really do think that like the quarterback issue at hand is what really held you guys back in some games. So I wouldn't be shocked if New Orleans came out swinging for some fences. It wouldn't blow my mind because Derek Carr has proven to be like a top 10 quarterback in the league. So
give me Michael Thomas for 6 games this year, and we got.
You're not getting Michael Thomas for 6 games. I'll give you 3.
3?
Michael Thomas for 6 games, and we got the 3rd spot.
Although, like you said, you guys added another weapon, so even if he goes down, you guys should be good with Chris Olave. And who'd you say you guys added?
Who did I say we added?
Yeah, didn't you say you guys got another wide receiver?
Nope.
Oh no! Oh
he's
shit!
surprised one made the team.
Oh yeah,
I
Traquan.
let it over him.
Damn, bro. I thought you said you guys picked up someone to play with Chris Olave.
Rashid Shaheed is our number 2 behind Olave. And if Michael Thomas is healthy, he's our 1. And then we have 1, 2, 3.
What a fucking name, Rashid Shaheed. It's a name right there. I know. Ooh, that's
basically a walk onto the Saints. Had to undrafted free agent beat out Traquan Smith for a starting wide receiving spot. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Click on that man's name real quick. Let me.
Oh,
see
sorry.
Time.
Yeah, I got you. All right, I'll go ahead and click on. Hey, you look pretty happy in that picture. Come on, man. All-time 131 reception out of 196 targets, 1,700 yards, 13.5 on average, 18 tutties.
Hold up, 131 career catches.
I mean, he only been in the league for like a few
5
years.
full years.
His status is doubtful already, by the way.
Throw him the ball, dude.
5 full years this man has played in the NFL. 2 of them, he was the number 1 because Michael Thomas was injured.
I mean, he had five receptions against the Cardinals. You guys lost 42-34.
He was our number 3 wide receiver, and he had 1 5-catch game last year. Actually, in that game, he should have been our number 2 wide receiver, and he had 5 catches. That was the most catches he had in a single game last year.
Let's see 2021. Maybe that was a better year. I mean,
not a single game over 5 catches.
He had 3 tutties, though.
Not really helping his cause.
Maybe. Listen, injuries. 2020 was his year. It had to.
This man's never had 6 catches in his life.
Come on. 2019 was his year. Please. I'm helping. Oh my God.
Not once.
Bro, in a 42-10 blowout, he still only got 5 targets.
Not once in his fucking life.
Oh, 10! 10 right there against Philadelphia! Right there! It's 1 game. It's 1 game.
That's all he needed is 1, though.
Bro, 5 years, and he had 1 game with more than 5 receptions. God damn, you guys were fucking killing kids these days. Oh my God. Our teammate, components. 31, 28, 48, 45, 43, 33. You guys were on a fucking mission that year. Oh, yeah, it's that year. Tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
By the way, Jared Goff came out and said it. That was not a push off. It was not pass interference.
Yeah, Jared Goff can go fuck himself, but that's beside the point.
Yikes. I mean, maybe 2023 is his year. Sheesh.
Can go fuck himself, though. We're just like any like future interviews that we want to do here on this podcast, we're just burning them all. I mean, Traquan Smith, not coming on the show.
He can't come on the show.
Jared
I mean, he
Goff
can't
come on the show.
No. Jared Goff can come on the show. No.
And nobody in the world dog a professional athlete. Please bring Traquan Smith onto this shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Nah, I think we got plenty of people
That's
on the show.
That's gonna be. I'm letting y'all know right now who's listening to this. That is going to be a weekly thing. Every damn week we record this podcast and we check in with Tyler on how the Saints are doing. You will always hear a good 15-minute rant on why Traquan Smith does not belong on the team. He will do something that game that will piss Tyler off.
And for the record, as long as we do this podcast for however many seasons it goes, there will always be a player on the team that Tyler will have these 15-minute rants on. If some of you don't remember, at one point, the New Orleans Saints had one of the best, I believe, left tackles in the entire division, that Tyler could not see his greatness.
If I'm not mistaken, he just got added to the Saints Ring of Fame.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. You got to put some respect on Michael Bushrod, dog.
It was Ron?
It was Jadron. Oh, why does I think his name was Michael? Bushrod. Anyways, probably because you never had the common courtesy to say his first name. It was always fuck Bushrod.
I hated it.
You might have missed it. You guys, unfortunately, and this is something we'll definitely have to do if the Saints make the playoffs, so we will have to have a live podcast, because if, God forbid, the New Orleans Saints lose a playoff game, you will hear the funniest shit you might ever hear in your life. This man wanted to sell the whole team in their last playoff loss.
Hey, it's just another day in paradise, man.
It's just another day as a Saints fan, bro. Another
I
day
just love how while all this is happening, there's just that picture of Traquan just smiling.
Oh man, Tyler, if he this season gets a 6 reception game, I think you owe him an apology on the podcast following that week.
And then I think if he goes back-to-back games, 10 at least 10 receptions.
10 fucking reception. Bro.
Back-to-back.
Go back to his career stats. Go back to his career stats.
I think it's one more. Stats.
This man's has played in 66 games. Mostly as a starting wide receiver in the NFL, and only has 131 catches to his name.
Where would you rank him?
Even with the 10 catch game, his average isn't even 3 catches a game.
Poor guy.
He is fucking dog shit.
Damn.
I'm telling you, boys, you ain't seen nothing like a Saints raged.
Hot take. Traquan Smith get more than two games at 6 catches plus this year. Hey, I'll buy a jersey.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you heard it here first, boys. If he gets 2 games, doesn't have to be back-to-back, 2 games with 6+ receptions, Tyler will cop a Traquan Smith jersey. I'm praying for it now. I need this. If he does this, you are ordering the jersey live on stream. You have to.
Traquan, hear me out. I am sending this clip to him. You know what I'm saying? I will do whatever I can to get this message to him so he just balls out. That doubtful that's underneath his name, that's going away, bruh.
Immediately.
Oh,
bro, that's insane, dude. Holy shit.
Back to back.
No, not even back to back. In the whole season, if he has 2 games with 6 receptions, Tyler is going to cop a jersey.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane. That's insane. Do you have anything?
I'm so excited for that.
Do you have anything like that, E? Any if this happens, I'll do this?
If If the Niners,
I just realized Saints are winning the bowl. I forgot he came to this team. Doesn't even matter anymore. Doesn't even matter anymore. Look at my mates! That is my guy! Tyler, if you ever buy me a Saints jersey and it's not Jamal Williams, I will burn it in front of you.
damn.
But I will happily support Jamal Williams on your team.
What you mean? It's going to be your favorite white Saints player, Taysom Hill.
Why is he my favorite one?
Because you love to make your hardest shit to make all white teams in Madden.
Bruh, you can't do it, man. Like, I do it because, honestly, building an all-white team in Madden is actually impossible without moving wide receivers to cornerback or moving as many safeties as possible to cornerback. And even then, you're fucked because all your cornerbacks are like 60 rated. It's impossible. You can't do it. You can't win a season with an all-white team. It's physically not possible. Play all... You don't even have to do this in like a fucking... like with other people. Just try to play a fucking drafted season in all Madden. You will not make it to the playoffs. I guarantee it. You're fucked. But no, I also fucking do not like Taysom. So
It's going to be a Taysom jersey, bro.
So, E. So 49ers.
If the when the 49ers win the Super Bowl, I will get.
Well, no, if it's anything other than a Brock Purdy jersey, you tripping.
Yeah, bro.
Trey's my guy.
Mr.
Brock
Trey.
gotta prove it to me.
I'll go even further. Because I said this when Trey was in town. If when the Niners win the Super Bowl,
He keeps saying when. Or he keeps saying if.
happen.
He keeps saying if first. He keeps saying if.
When they win, you know what? I'll say if.
Okay.
If the Niners win the Super Bowl, I will get a Brock Purdy hoisting the Lombardi Trophy tattooed somewhere on my skin.
Oh shit! Oh!
Now hear me out though.
Okay.
I say Brock Purdy, but when the time comes, can I change it though? Can I change the player?
Nope.
Ooh.
All
right, I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay. All right.
Brock Purdy.
Damn, bro.
You will hear this message. I need to see it happen for my boy.
Damn, bro. That's actually insane, dude.
I gotta start taking out placement.
I know. Oh, you better start thinking about it, bro. You better start thinking about it. I don't know what would be a good what if for me, man. It's a tough one. Because I support 3 teams.
Who the fuck's the third?
Green Bay. I mean, I still ride it
I know
out
that.
for my pack.
So it's Green Bay and the Colts. Who's the other one?
Come on.
Steelers.
My fucking fiance will never. It's I'm fucking dead in the house if I don't cheer for the Steelers at least once.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah. So I don't know what if to do. I mean, I could always go your route and say if the Colts finish top of their division, I'll get a fucking horseshoe tatted on me. But
all right, don't do that.
But that's
like division's a lot easier than bowl.
I mean, not without you guys are dogging. You guys are putting them like 4th place, pretty much.
He is saying if the Colts beat out the Jags for the division title.
Holy shit! Actually, that is pretty damn.
Yeah, if the Colts win the division, I'm saying I will get a horseshoe tatted somewhere on me. Now, of course, I do have to run this by my manager because she might kill me.
Oh no! It's already been put out into the universe.
It's in there.
Damn. All right. Yo.
It's live.
Yeah, AR, bro. Just play second. Make the playoffs, please. I'm gonna get fucking murdered if I get a fuck. Dude, have y'all met my fiance, bro? I can't even cheer for the Colts, bro. If I come home in a Steelers country with a Colt tattoo horseshoe, I am fucking dead.
I think you'll be good.
Hey, just this is one more thing to add during the wedding planning.
Oh,
While she's looking at flowers, she can look at horseshoes.
Facts, bro. I would. I'd have to think where to put
somewhere
it.
where she can't see it.
Yeah, dude, but that's like the thing, bro. I might get it as a tramp stamp. Get a horseshoe as a tramp stamp. I think that'd be pretty fire.
Get it like blended in to your already tat.
I could probably make a horseshoe work with my like aquatic sleeve. Just like blend it in somewhere. Or just fuck it, just have it there. People are like, why is the horseshoe there? Bet. Yeah, don't worry about it. It doesn't fit in with the rest of my leg sleeve. It's just there because I lost well, I won a bet, technically. Technically, I won the bet.
And then if anybody asks that, doesn't listen to the podcast, it's like
go
you ride horses,
Nah, you just gotta tell them to go watch the podcast and you'll know why I have a horseshoe on my leg.
Hey.
All right, well.
So let me get this straight. Hold up.
Yeah.
So we're making bets that are involving tattoos. Tyler is just buying a jersey.
Bro, I mean, here's the thing, right, though? Like, buying a Traquan Smith jersey for Tyler, I mean, that is... Oh, my God. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind a tattoo. Like, so here's the thing, right? I wish Bushrod was still in the league because I would rather him get a Bushrod tattoo more than anything because he fucking hated Bushrod. Traquan Smith will come and go. Bushrod forever lives in his fucking mind.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, dude. Oh, God. I don't know. It's kind of tough because you kind of jumped the ball there, right? You fucking went for a Brock Purdy tattoo, Hoiston Lombard. That's going to be big as fuck, bro.
Don't talk.
That might need to be a back piece, dog.
All right, here we go.
And imagine if Brock Purdy flames out after that. You're stuck with a Brock Purdy tattoo for one season.
Memories.
Factual, bro. Factual. Honestly, if I win my bet and I get a tattoo of a horseshoe, Wade can't even tell me that I'm not a real fan.
I mean, see, that's on full team fandom. My bet was one singular player base. This man's talking about winning a Super Bowl. You talking about a rookie carrying?
But here's the thing, right? I guess that makes sense, right? Because like you are going off of like a very reachable goal. If you were to go a little bit crazier, I would say you probably need to do something a little bit more. My tattoo is just for winning the division. My tattoo could be very fucking small. Ease is for winning the fucking bowl. And of course, if you're gonna say your team's gonna win the bowl, I think you should have a much bigger win.
Your Lombardi needs to have like the actual scores with the.
Hell yeah! It needs to be graphic, bro. Yo, it needs to be unbelievable. Like, honestly, we need to get Ink Masters involved if you win that bet. I'm not even kidding you. Ink Masters, you need to be someone's final canvas, and they need to agree that they're gonna do that for you on your back. Oh God, that would be insane.
I can let you know right now, that shit's not going on my back.
Come on, dude. Where else is that gonna fit?
It could fit on like my leg or like my thigh or something.
It would be pretty cool on your leg, but then you got to think every time you wear shorts, people are going to see like the bottom end of Brock Purdy.
That's tough.
But I guess it does make sense because you'll always have it covered. But like, dude, imagine if you put it on your thigh, every time a woman goes down on you, Brock's face is going to be staring at it.
Hey, bro, big cock Brock.
Big cock Brock next to a big cock.
Oh my God. Hey, that's my guy.
That's your guy. Trey Lance was your guy before he got hurt.
Damn.
Let's talk about it. All right, let's move on.
I think this has been a pretty good episode. This has been a solid 2 hours. I think we call it here, and then I think over the week we figure out how we want to move forward. Obviously, we need to go over win-losses so we can have some ridiculously offlandish fucking predictions there. I need to figure out how to use Paint better for that. But yeah, I think we need to take a deeper dive. Get next week's... This was all on the fly. We literally, me and E started talking about this, and we went, yo, hold up. We should start our Throwback Club podcast, and that's what we're doing. So we're gonna call it here. It's been a solid 2 hours. I think there's been a lot of interesting things being said, some hot takes. We know Traquan Smith is now the most hated man on the New Orleans Saints in Tyler's mind, and we have some bets going on, which I think are pretty insane. Obviously, should the Niners win the bowl, there's going to be a podcast watching him get this tattoo live. Same thing for if the Colts win the division, there's going to be a podcast of it being live streamed. So these are not things that we're bullshitting. He's just put himself into a very dark corner that I'm now sure he's hoping he loses.
if the Niners win the Super Bowl and this man doesn't have an appointment to get this tattoo done, like within a month, I will show up and do the shit myself.
Hell yeah, we will hold this man down and do
No,
it,
hear
and
me out,
it's gonna be
bro.
stick figure
Hear
as
me
fuck.
out. Hear me out. I'll get the tat. Well, bro, can it like be like maybe like like maybe just like the logo with like the Lombardi trophy or something? Like, do I have to sincerely get Brock Purdy hoisting the Lombardi trophy?
I think we could talk about it. We might talk about this a little bit offline. We might come back next week with a slightly different thing. I think as of right now, I think Big Cock Brock has to be somewhere in the tattoo. Either him as a face, his name with Big Cock in it. I think you gotta have it somewhere where Brock Purdy is incorporated. And honestly, dude, if this podcast grows, I think we even try to ask Brock Purdy if he wins the bowl. I think we ask him to come fucking sit with you while it happens. I think that would be fucking
the icing on the cake
insane.
Is he's got to sign it, and then I get the signature tatted as well.
I would accept that if Brock Purdy won the Super Bowl and signed it, and you just got the Lombardi with that signature on it, I could accept that.
That'd
But I would still need Big Cock Brock above it, though.
Oh Jesus.
Because just getting a Lombardi trophy is not really that embarrassing. There's got to be something on it that you got to explain, right?
Why do I gotta be embarrassed?
I mean, I'm just saying. Well, I mean, you would be if you had to have a whole ass fucking picture of Brock Purdy holding it. Be a little. At least that way, you can just be like, yeah, it was one good year. But it's mostly the Lombardi, okay? Don't focus on the inner part. Know that it's the Lombardi.
Just the Lombardi.
But yeah, so
It could just be, Brock's face and his arms holding up the Lombardi. It got to be the full body.
True.
We
could talk about it. We can, if this happens, we can obviously go over some designs, and then we can tell you if we approve of those designs as part of the bet. But I think we should end it here. It's been a solid 2 hours. I think this is a great first episode. I think it's full of hilarious shit, and I really think that as we find more followers and viewers, I think people are going to fucking love us because we're three absolute morons that sound exactly the same as the analytics on the NFL, just without being former players. But yeah, I think this is a great episode. And so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. For everyone that, what?
I think you meant analysts.
What'd I say?
Analytics.
I deal with shit. Right? Leave me alone. He just agreed with me, bro.
Sign off.
Yeah, he just agreed with me, bro. He probably heard I fucked up, and he was like, "I'm just gonna let it fly, bro."
Just gonna let it fly.
Oh yeah, Tyler's that dickhead there. So
you ain't getting off.
Oh yeah. So this has been the first episode of the Throwback Club. I did link our YouTube channel in chat. We couldn't stream on that one today because it does take 24 hours, and like I said, this was a completely on the fly. But we are going to try and find a schedule and also bring you these weekly videos. We don't know how long they're gonna be, but we know they're going to be fucking hilarious. And that's all you really need to know to subscribe and tune back in later. So it's been myself, Tyler, with my two good friends, Elijah.
All right, I'm not letting that one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's been, you're going to confuse the people on who's who.
I know, right?
It's been your boy, Tyler, signing off here. No, dude. Redo
man.
that. Rewind.
All right.
That didn't happen.
All right. Bring it on, Tyler. It's been your boy, Trevor, as your host for this episode. And I've been with our co-host as well, because you fuckers are hosts, so don't try to ever pull that on me again, with Elijah and Tyler. And we look forward to bringing you more absolutely stupid and goofy shit as your host for getting his own fucking name. So, it's been the Throwback Club. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.